Hello, Tema Kplejoo ten mi he mi yake oyojugba ngbeji ni tete obobia Sean ngona wa ke ofe be ko ni mene wasa wo pe ole noko mene in na video ko ni efe mi mobo wa ni hani in checking domo screen mene mi ba ma fe another story on Dumso she video na ni nane ha areho yemi ni ole game sani wateshi game sani wateshi no look pa ni nye wo yin sana meteshi minji menenye kiji wakpa efi omi ake no ni beko ni meko me fe yaka me ba fe wo game kiji wakpa ni wo ba fe komi efi omi aka montone kawo ye aba ni ambanye na ke ni na me fe ame centuries ago aka me ba fe amba mi ame na me fe. Come video ne me real quick. Koni what you? Come video eh.
Keke na. Maye. Go pake ajoute nko. Ye. Me ko se nye phone. Ba him papa phone. Mbatwa. Twa ni sister pa piki. Sister ba ke wule gbo Ulego na paseni kama unani worufeta kachine zane le mbe walo mbe mogo bienu wone she le me ba gwa me mami no ne papa no ne.
Right. Ofe bo pe video. Ona video no na obla you no efo ye mi obla ye nyo ni soja fo e twa ametu ye Tema Kplejoo Panshimo ame mokomenga jino no na obla you fio ne atun lo kwa fo bo nu gbege ye mi gbege bi bio enmon fomo na fo gbege nmon fo ye se gbege na bada without a check ni ke wonu pa ni wo fo wo gwele ame lumo ni nye wo yin aka Ga-Dangme bi keji ameteshi ni ame ba chuno na sana amechu ni ame fe no na sana ame fe efi omi ake nuni we bi ne ame fe ame yaka ame kwa fe wo am kwa fe wo min bi ake Ga-Dangme onupai for how long within the past couple of weeks no ne ani nye kaseni no ko chinye kura ke be she na sa nye fe kobe ni blafo ba ke nye umbrella kome shishi mo fe mo maintain paramount simon ne shi be shako efe nya ke be she na gbe na sa nye fe nye ke nye abo umbrella kome shishi meji gbe ta ke fe nungwa me nye akefe Tema bi kenye fe kome ni nomone gamanchame galumo yeli loy ni nye ba no ake gbomo chokomi ni ke no abaya no na ba fe wa ba fe teshi wa sa ba fo su o chi konklo ni ba fe machine o chi enyoma mi akba fe adan gamanchame gonu pai ganwulomi ganwajian cheme nyeti ashi insho ata na chiwa woni insho ata oni achiwa woni no ni tabia ni fio ni se nke bu ake ke obi mi 2 years ago ake ma tabia ni ma fe ne ke no ko ni ma ywe gama sani ko le mi ojogba ko bi mami mamba ke mi bile ba fe ne ke gama nchame gonu pa nyeti ashi in the video spi matwamabo onupa nyeti ashi eni ni ehye ekome femo biamine ingegme jigbe tan akefe nunwa nye akefe tomambi wo se akba fe mosi ochi enyoma mi we akba fi adan keje nye fe kome ni nye ba yi umbrella kome shishi ni abana ke gbomo kome jinye ni nye ba nye ne ke mi jo nupa mi ba BFS mi ke ne ke ne ke no aka oba shilashi ye ne ke no aka oba shilashi shasa ni nye kai yake centuries ago manche me kome lumwe yeli lo kome ka me foshi ka me la foshi agbegbe amete me pi na me kekpo gan eshenye no nye baya no ninye kwe na ka gan afe neke nye baya no ninye kwe na fite wa kusumi nye baya no ninye kwe ni wa culture wa traditions wa customs ni me aba ni amekaba chumu shipon gamanche me nye baya no ninye kwe ganlumo yeli lo nye baya no ninye kwe Kplejoo ne kekpan shimone afio ya efe minewo asane tutwa na gbe wo bla yenyu kamanche ko jibo no tai ko no ke ko o be ne tomabi ani no li akenka akefe nu nwa me akefe tomabi ye ko yo su wase ko ekole ba febu oye machine ekole wase ba febu nye fi ekome minji onupa bono mine it's about time ni ba chafu it's about time na sani nye chafu ni nye fi ekome mini je ni nfe je video ni nfe ya kama yue ni no bla yo na video efe mi mobo obla yo fio actually oklafo ewule unpole nche ebe mi ye matwa story e mabu ewule le nche je nuchu mo ye ba esi pe ko eje nuchu mo ye ba actually tu agbele because soja foi ame bu wakusumi soja fu eni yoja ame bu wakusumi soja fu ebu ka me bu wakusumi na mo nu pa e bu wakusumi ye no na afi na me be no kono kokula afi mu eje me internal security police fu anuchu money keji ame beje me na me ba augment no bi ni police fu echu soja fu mi na me te fe mu eje me ame never be say pa asio kechu yin da pa ame never be say asio kechu yin da no mi ne maba ni man no new story oblayin onupa eko ni jeme man no lelenche ba narrative ni no oni mi he no na eyu because much of 2 videos mabo symbol the same person that way equal about many before about 4 5 videos no na narrator no check him obemi no wa min put premium on no na eyu bona benichon maba Gamajian chemenyeti asye. Before back, get out of your slumber. You all need to get out of your slumber. Because ile kejine ke no, I don't know. Ile ganinye ba ashiya wo. Ile Ga-Dangme ninye ba ashiya wo. Ni wo ba ashiya wo bi ke wona bi. I don't know. No mi kebwe nungwa me fi ame kusumi. Ake fi ame. Tomabi unfi ame kusumi akefi ame kenye bae kome femu ninye ba fe icho kome ni tane enye twa ninye ba nye mene ke Ga-Dangme council nungwa traditional council nyame toma traditional council mo femu egbe ni mo femu fe yake e ba twata e kome towe le abaye wono na chante me ame ba gidi ni wa jiame ekome femo ni waka yiame ekome ne ke femo wona me ekome umba fita wa ni waka yiame no agamanche me nyeti ashi it's about time saninye fenye put yourselves under one umbrella mo femo aye manche ye no mimo shike ache Ga-Dangme anake now one umbrella very sad. Very sad. Obla yo fio ne achon okrafo. Maba. Bo first news story ni matwa mabo from TV3. Bo ametui.
All I saw was about 6 military men coming out of the base, arresting the guys, about 6 guys. And right in my presence, they were just beating them. Some were hitting guns.
2 people have since been confirmed dead. Others have been injured. Christopher Amu is one of those who died. But the family says Christopher was walking home from work when he was hit by a bullet. His wife, Mary, narrates how she received the news of her husband's death. Christopher's sister, Janet Amun, denied claims from the military suggesting her brother died as a result of a knife wound. She's demanding justice.
We as a family, actually, we want the perpetrators to accept what they have done and then come to apologize instead of finding ways and means to clear themselves from the whole scene. Yes.
A resident of the area, Bismarck Bunsu, alleged he was beaten by the soldiers. Other residents also spoke with the news team. One of the youth leaders in the area, Henry Yoko, said he was there when it all started.
I saw this military van, Lily branded Navy bus. He came with a top speed. In fact, he was actually running through us. So when the guys realized that, yes, this is Belekawala, the guns will say, they also started beating the car. And then military men came out from the car. And some of them were like, what are you doing? So 2 persons clogged their gun and automatically the guys had to run for their lives.
Last year, I was here to report on similar incidents that led to the death of some 2 individuals. A committee was set up to probe the matter. From then till now, the report is yet to be made public. This year, 2 more lives have been wasted. Obviously, another committee is going to be set up. Hopefully, this year, the committee report will be made public.
Yeah, longer version in my so stay with me.
Going forward.
Come on, Blayo, mobo. Achulo kwafo. Ne wuja nuchumo eba. E wuja nuchumo eba. Atwale tu. Bane no min kake soldier for never base ni yoje ba mele. I can never base with them about 60 years ago. Bane ashi kajeche. Ashi bane kajeche. Kplejoo na afeche. Before I can never base bajame. I can never base bajame. You know be in a bane. I'm about to tell my kusum. I'm about to tell wakusumi. Ngamancha menye ba tashi nye kwe. Because oh bake umene tashi bi agefio. Alo tomambi agefio umene. Alo nye ba fe kome ni no mone nye no. Ngengule jigbete akefe numwame. Nye akefe tomambi. Wo akaba fe tashi bi. Akaba fe osubi. Akaba fe labi. Kenye fe kome. Ni ne ba fe gbomocho kome ni no mone nye ba no. Insho na me tawo na me chiwa wo mi na me kowo shikpo me ba chiwa wo mi. Ame ba chiwa wo mi. Ame ba chiwa wo mi. Ame ba chiwa wo mi. No gamanche me. Gonu pa ganlumo yeli lo. Nyeti ashi. You guys are sleeping. You are sleeping. Nyeti ashi. Nyekpa be, nyekpa mingbla mo. Nkabata bi ane aketa flash mi pa fine mi iwe mokokla te ko sile ba kake enough is enough. Wo fe yes mo fe mo ba maintain the sovereignty mo ye ene yonum shi mo wo fe ku kome ni wo fe wa yinshi keno ko ba wo fe wa ke wo ba wo ni. This is terribly sad. No gonna banation every year. Many soldiers for Anuchumoji. I mean, if they are not there to provide security, yes, I'm a never base ni. Non choke here da. Me no ke over drive ke speed. No ko ba cho mate. Ni me nshikpan. Ni nyele no ni ya no ejeme. Ka me buo wa kusumi ye. Ame ba fe na kan. Ka me buo wa kusumi. Na me liake na kon chile mi ye. Nuchumo ni wo chuo ye jeme ne. Ame ba fe na kan. Shona abuwo ko nekeno ko banye ya no asante nekeno ko e banye ya no asante mami ko nekeno ko banye ya no ya asante mami mimbi sande Nekeno ko banye ya no ya shante mami. Because I'm a manche kome or befe beniji solo I'm a system solo one system I get it. Sha yo nupa kome nike yue mo fe mo buoshi mo fe mo shi olegbe. Baba megbe. Wo ba wo so shiponji elenche aklo. Compensation na sana hawo ahanko wo loke batabiane. Ka megme wo shiponji aye aju. Politicians ba na me ju wo shiponji anyhow. Many government ko na ga nyeke hawo ni wo ke twa Ghana ma. Ni wo me ka batabiane. Ke government me pu ni ko e ko me ni government me pu wole. Politicians say ju na me nko. Nye ba tashida ne ni nye kwani ne ke no kwa ya no. Nye ba tashida ne ni nye kwani ne ke no kwa ya no. Maba. Oblayi. Afini na afe. Ne chon tutwa. Ne chon tutwa. Soja fu eni oje ka me buowo ne ke no ko baba. Ka me buowo kusumi ne ke no ko baba. Sha me buwo. Na me buwo kusumi. Amebuwo na mebu ni blame moko onukpa eni owo yin ame no ma blame beninda kwe ile paramountcy ile aka gamanche le kwa mo femo yes mo femo nyi egbe no mo se ile aka mo femo lenche mo femo ba pure homage to ni amugi leji manche ni mbana kaja benin ni amugi gbone wo ma shi bi lenche fitawo yi da ne nkom mami ni amugi gbo wo fe wo ni bi ojogba nko e kole just maybe na kan order ni kan se ba kan shi na kan no shi mene na wo ma shi bi e wo ka wo etwa ke bata wo ka wo entolo mo fe mo bo in paramount is fe mo mene na wo gbe shonu pa you have to go back you are back you guys have to put yourself under one umbrella you can ya wa touch umbrella e gaminte akata yu alenche twini nyega ya wu ashishi ekome we can't continue like this. We can't. Come on. Nike shawa afi ni wale nche wanye wa shikpon ni wanye afi na ababa try wotu mogo taje ba ke ni gbeke ka me fe ko nuko ni soja fu e ba tula me tu mano bono ni tie finke no woni mi put premium on no ni obla nu e no ba nu e gba because equal 5 or so interviews ene edumo jamenu edumo actually Henry Oko Oninku leji youth leader le no tama traditional counselor leji ame PRO ma travel e mabo no boletwe ne narrate no fe no ni tenu ke se wa fi be ababa gbe wo ke se wa fi be ni wo blind pan si mo na sio ke je machine ahun kete mo fe mo sio pan si mo ne asio ahun da fi maba wo komi to ke e se wa fi be e se wo mo fe mo e ke ni ke meji gbete mo ko atole dan na samwa lewu e ba ka ke le e ba na po mo yeli e ko o sofo ko nbata ko le mi ke bo mi o sofo jimi mi ni ntabi e nyumogbo mo jimi most of you don't know but inja nyumo ake ganyo because ganyo jimi inja Kristo ake ganyo o sofo ko nbata TV no lewu jo radio no lewu e bulu na susua no mo fe mo ni baba wo shipo no beba e ka won selasi beba ne ka won fefe ni bi kome beba be ka won selasi beba be ka won fefe ni bi kome anybody will just come to our land e ka ba be ka won jwebe ne sa e ba ko wo kusumi yin ne ba patan yin e ba ko mo ko bu ni blame mo ko for nupa ni yen won yin ameji me ni blame mo onupa because onupa le nche ni fe yen mi egbere mo fe mo eche mo fe mo nye maba o fa ne bo bla nu ento bi ami na narrate no ni te no bullet to.
So Tema Kplejoo basically means that we are preparing ourselves for the annual Homowo festival that we celebrate. We do it 4 times in a row. We do Friday, that is Sakumo Pele. Saturday, that is Cha Kplejoo. Sunday, that is Oba Kplejoo. And the following week becomes the climaxing of the whole thing.
The following Saturday?
The following Friday.
Okay.
It's the climaxing of the whole thing. Now, when you come to Tema, we have some principal streets that even if the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces resides there, because we have a ritual right, a customary right we perform there, we use those routes. And we've been using that very route in question even before the establishment of the naval base. So we have a very closer link with them.
Naval base was established in which year, do you know?
I think I was told about 60 years ago.
60 years,
yes.
Okay. So that's back dates about 1964.
Yes, about 60 years ago.
Okay.
So they have had so many FOCs and they believe in our customs and our traditions. So sometimes we even have our festival celebrations and then we invite some of them. You know, any military higher rank that touches ground or comes to Tema, the first point of call is the Tema Traditional Council, because they have to pay homage to the traditional leaders and the allodial owners of the land. So we have done these 3 Kplejoo festivals, and let me put it on record that this year's Kplejoo festival has been one of the best in so many years. Because most of the times you have Kplejoo festival, you have groups fighting among ourselves. At the end of it all, the traditional council have to bear the cost. Somebody's car has been broken, somebody's phone has been snatched. You know, when youth come around, definitely some of these things happen. But I can say this on record that this very year Kplejoo has been one of the most beautiful one. So the traditional council is even planning that after all is said and done, there are some 2 groups in Tema here. We are more like rivals. I belong to one of the group. So the expectation is that every year after Kplejoo, Team Ayiseke and Team Jamaica, we always expect something of that sort.
Ayiseke means what?
Ayiseke means that we are mad.
And then the other group name is what?
Jamaica. You know Jamaica, Yabre.
I see.
So their dressing has to do with, they always have camel down and a black top. But ours, Ayiseke, I mean anything at all you wear, we are good to go. Just because youth want to take part in the festive season. And Tema is not the only place we do this thing. When you go to all the Ga-Dangme communities, we do it there. Teshik Panshimo, La Panshimo. This is our culture. This is what our ancestors left for us. So we are doing everything possible to project it and to protect it.
Okay.
So this very day that incident happened, this very group I mentioned, we are rivals. So that day being the final Kplejoo, we were anticipating that definitely when they come closer to us, definitely we're going to have something like a fight or something. So it got to a point we even exchange our flags. You know, the flag, whoever has the flag is just like a contingent commander. Wherever he goes, we follow. And I don't know if you have seen our numbers. My group, for instance, we are more than 1,000. I mean, you can't even count everybody. Sometimes you look at the costume the person is wearing, you can say that, okay, he belongs to this very group, he belongs to the other group. So that day, around 7 p.m., around 6:37, they were following us keenly. My group is Ayiseke. In fact, that day, I was even bare-chested. People were like, oh, a whole politician, a whole this. But let me put it on record that this Kplejoo festival is celebrated by all the political figures we have in Tema, including men in clergy, men in how do you call it, clericals.
Yeah.
Yes. The member of parliament for Tema East constituency, Honorable Isaac Ashawo-Damting, was part. The mayor of Tema, Honorable Yohane Amashite, was part. The regional minister designate, Honorable Daniel Kwateta, was also part of the celebration. So they know what we do.
They all, and they all belong to these groups.
They all know. They belong to, I think they belong to different groups, but because our group has the youth in numbers, you know, politicians. So sometimes we approach the Deba grounds, they will come and they will collect our flag because they want people to know they also have the youth on, I mean, at their side.
Okay.
But they also have a group that is more of mature people. You see old women, and that is where the MPs and the mayors belong. So this very night I am talking about, in fact, we were approaching the military base, and I realized that our people were coming closer to us. And the moment they come closer to us and they miss with that, definitely there might be fight or something. So I called another 5 guys, plus me, we were 6. So I told them that the 6 of us are going to be like boundary. When our group is moving, the 6 of us are going to be like a boundary. We are holding our hands to the extent that the other group, Jamaica, will not come and join us to bring anything fight. So we got to the military base.
And it was around what time?
It was around 7:30 p.m.
on Friday
night.
Okay.
Because that was actually the last day. So everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to have a feel of it. Like I mentioned, I was bare-chested. The people were surprised. And not only me, but other people as well. So we got to the military base, and you know, when you get to their entrance, they have this sack. I don't know, it's just like a barricade. I was at the top. The place is a bit slopey, so when you are at the top, you see everything that is happening down. And because we were being the last group or the last two to make sure the other group is not joining us, I was monitoring everything that was happening. Yes, he's an elite person. He's finding himself among that. I mean, those boys. Yeah. So if anything happens, he has to question. He has to be questioned. Sorry. So we got there, and I realized this military car. In fact, I can't tell whether it is actually coming from the main route or actually coming from their main barracks or their main entrance. But the rate and the speed with which this car was coming, though they had barricades, but then he was just driving on top of speed. So the one with the flag, realizing that the car is approaching us on that same top speed, he actually the flag is very long. So he just crossed the car with the flag. Some were holding this, others were holding the other side. So two guys came out from the car. They were in the military uniform. The car is actually a Lily branded Toyota Haze. But I have seen that car before, and I know it's a military car. But beneath the car, there is this Eastern Naval Command. It has been written beneath the car. So quickly when I saw the incident, I approached them. I went there because I had to make sure I settled this matter. Military, and unfortunately for us, we were in their terrain, their zone. So when I got there, the first person that alighted from the car and approached me mentioned my name, future MP, and he said it in a local dialect. Commonly will be if you look at what your people have done. So because he spoke Ghana fluently, I replied to him, the way you are speaking Ghana fluently simply means that if you are not from Tema, you are a Ghana man, you understand the culture and the tradition of the people of Tema. Why should you be in this same vehicle for the driver to be driving on such top speed, looking at the number of youths that are coming? You know there's no way we will allow you go through this with that top speed. And let me put it on record. I mean, the military cars, the other time I think the minister was of the view that on what basis can a military car drive through a crowd. In fact, we never stopped them from driving. The police cars were with us. Sometimes they will come and they will on their hazard, and because you know they are there purposely for security sake, we let them pass. Sometimes one of them will alight with his gun and everything, will just be giving the car escort, you understand, through us, and then we just move. But this car was on top of speed, so that is why the guys also stopped the car. And when they stopped the car, they started hitting the car, bang bang bang, but everybody was just trying to hit the car. So when I got there and the guy came out and spoke, I was like, no, if you are in a military uniform and you are speaking fluent Ghana, it means that you understand our culture. So why should you allow such thing to happen? The two guys that came out from the car were also in military uniform, but then they had their masks on. So automatically the guys they dispersed because we weren't going to attack a military base. Their uniforms alone scare us.
But why do you hit the car?
Senior, seeing somebody driving on that top speed into a crowd like this, the first thing to do is to, stop them.
So the car stopped.
The car actually stopped.
So once the car stopped, why were you still hitting the car?
He entered us with that speed, and this is life and death we are talking about. This is life.
So he drove into the car.
He drove into the car, and we stopped the car. So that way they started hitting the car. So when the guy
Angrily asking why they had done that.
why they are doing that. So when those two military men came out with the uniform, they entered the base, but their presence alone scared the guys, and some of them had to run for their lives. So those two military guys entered the base. After speaking with them, the driver called, was like, "Senior, come and look, they have broken our screen." In fact, I went round, I checked the car, and I realized that is the only place that has been broken. And you can see that this is a stone somebody threw. So I spoke to them amicably.
So wasn't there people banging the car? Somebody threw
a stone. In fact, that is what they said. And when I saw where you have those stickers, I mean the VAT and those stickers. Yes. So I told them, I introduced myself to the driver behind the wheels and some other military men in the car. So I am Henry Uko. I am the public relations officer and the youth spokesperson for the traditional council. So I'm begging you, the incident happened right in my presence. Tomorrow is Saturday morning. I will come here, I will take you to the traditional council. We are going to fix your screen for you.
Right there,
we agreed on that. We settled that matter. It's okay. Then tomorrow morning. So I told them that there's another group coming with another huge number. So to avoid what has transpired again, because the car is, parked in the middle of the road, and that is where we are going to pass, though it is the the entrance of the military base. So I'm begging them, they should drive back, because from where the incident happened, just like a 2-minute drive into the main entrance of the base. So I was like, I'm begging you with the greatest of respect, drive back into the base where this group passes. We see how to go about. Already we have settled the matter. So I was waiting for the other group to come. I quickly moved to their leader, and I told the leader, this is what has happened. So as soon as possible, I want us to leave the military zone because you know military men. So quickly they agreed and they came and they were passing. The only thing I saw was another 6 military men coming from the main entrance, and anybody at all they grab, they start beating them in my presence. You hear the guy shout, "Oba plan me, like you own me, my head into it." They were just killing them. Some were even using the back of the gun. I saw everything with my eye. So I approached them and I was like, "Senior, we have settled this case. Those that you are beating." In fact, my group was the one that had the banter with the team. So if there's anybody you must arrest, I am the best person to arrest.
I don't get it.
Then one guy responded, "Master, me if you know he said, Master, me if you know leave, I go slap you." And the 6 of them, they were all in marks. So after he said that, first thing and foremost, in fact, obey before complain, I had to step aside. So the one with the flag, like I mentioned, is the contingent commander. So when he heard that some of the guys have been arrested who knows nothing about the incident that I told him about, the flag, the guy with the flag turned, and you know the numbers, anywhere the flag goes, we follow.
Yeah.
And when you come to our tradition in Tema, if somebody does something wrong and we compose a song to insult the person, we will come to your house. The flag, we will come and situate the flag at your doorstep. We will dance, we will jubilate. When we are done, you give us money, you either give us powder, you pour powder on us, and we leave the scene. So that is exactly what the guys were of the view, that they are coming to jubilate in presence of that entrance, and maybe their guys are going to be released. They didn't even get to the entrance. And there's one guy at the top who is, I think he's playing a supervisory role or something. He also had a gun. The only thing I heard him say, "Be alert and be on guard." I don't know if the flag turning was a threat to them or kind of something. This some few interval, the guys even didn't get there, and they started shooting. What I saw was a warning shoot. In fact, the guns were in the air, all over, just like a war front. So quickly, I had to run and leave the scene. So upon hearing those warning shoots, the guys also looked around them. In fact, we weren't having machetes with us. We weren't having wooden or machete or anything. They saw stones around them, and they also started throwing stones back to the military. So at that instant, I realized that I can't go and stand in front of the military men because I've already been warned to leave there, else I'll receive slaps. I can't go and stand in front of my guys as well because they're also throwing stones. So I decided to use that bottom-up approach. So I was actually using another footpath that leads to the only polyclinic we have in the community. So when I use that route, automatically I'm going to be behind the guys, and I'm either going to calm them or settle the matter there. Upon reaching the polyclinic, I saw about 3 guys that were being rushed there. One person, I can tell as a matter of fact that you could even say he was even dead on arrival. So the medical practitioner, the lady on duty was like, "No, these 2 people, their cases are very critical. So transport them immediately to the Tema General Hospital." I became confused that instant. And I mean, the guys were like, "No, before any shooter, man." The Navy guy shot them. I was like, "Oh, so I saw one shoot." So it means that when I left there was a different approach altogether. So quickly, I called some of the traditional leaders that this is what has happened.
I mean, how?
I was there with one guy who had a gunshot through the side, so he was
Through his thigh.
So he was being attended to by the nurse on duty. So probably around, the incident happened around 9, 10. It got to a point around 10 thereabouts. That zone became so quiet, and even when they started the warning shot thing, every light within that very enclave, the entrance of the military base, everything went off. So you can't even identify that this person is shooting directly or this person is shooting indirectly or something. So around 12 a.m. I had a call from the member of parliament. I had a call because he knew I was part of that group. I had a call from the mayor of Tema as well. They want to be, this is an incident they have heard. So the next call I received was from the Tema regional commander, Mr. Eke, Commander Eke. Police commander, because he was with us. He knows I am part of the group. So anything about the youth and Kplejoo, I represent all the security meetings we have. And I even assured him that this very year, we are going to have a Kplejoo that is going to be free and fair, without fight, without any stabbing or those things.
Any trouble.
And I think my guys delivered until that very day, that very incident happened. So it was around 12 a.m. He confirmed to me that 2 guys that were sent to the general hospital lost their lives, and it's actually as a result of gunshot wounds. So the next morning, we were actually expecting to hear something from the Navy, only for us to hear a communique that says that a whole lot and Tema youth attacked the military base. So around 5 a.m., the member of parliament, Honorable Isaac Ashayo Damten, the mayor of Tema, Honorable Yohani Amashite, and the Greater Accra Regional Minister Designate. Like I mentioned, they all took part in the Kplejoo Festival. They came to the Traditional Council as early as 6 a.m. The traditional leaders were there. They wanted to ascertain what really happened. Be an eyewitness to everything. I explained it to them. I narrated it to them. And then the Tema Regional Police Commander. So right from there, since we have lost lives, as tradition demands in our culture, you go straight to the bereaved family. You share your sincerest condolences with them. So we did that for all the families. I mean, not only the bereaved families, but the ones that the guys also that had gunshot wounds. And since then, we were actually expecting to hear something from the Eastern Level Command, only for us to get a communique from Ghana Armed Forces signed by one Brigadier Agri-Kwashi, and the latter part of the communique stated clearly that any further attack from the youth, they will also respond in that. And in fact, this is conflict resolution. We are trying to find solutions to this. So you shouldn't even end with a threat. But they being military people, I think they should know better. So as far as I am concerned, this is what happened. And
per what you know,
per what
you saw,
per what I saw.
Okay.
Right. Often the video Wana. Ka abuwa kusumie abafe negenoko. Ne bad resort on obla yenyo. Na make boy picture saying your phone and we're too graphic. So morning bang the screen and no abonokwe. Maba. So your friend mama discipline law. Like I said, they are supposed to be one of the most disciplined institutions. Why? Crowd control. Actually, crowd control. Keji me bapo na amen tepo na amen fomo tepo oba shoot ame ba amen robby ame ba amen rob ame ba amen dabi I don't get it. Me ba shoot ame me be any other means kwa ni ba disperse crowd there than to shoot into them. Me be any other means kwa ni ba disperse crowd there. Why? And like I said, I don't blame anybody but our leaders. Many men here, I made blame you. Blame you. No, I'm a film kakenka one share, mo film tesineka one share, mo film ebu wa noko, abu wa kusumi, abu wa noko. Everybody's just messing with us. Shonupa any ye wa ye, saninya nyena nye leake. People gave their lives. They sacrificed. Ni Ga-Dangme edomoshi tumobe ni Ga-Dangme ni nyeba nina. Ani nyeu nyeba domoshi tumobe konewe beni mancha me kome ke lumu kome ka me wala funshi. Na me ke pon Ga-Dangme ani nyeu nyeba fe na kan. Alo nye ne shenye no le nye shikpon homo so a shikpon so no pe ti oni nele. Shikpo ka hon meni mecho wa ye ni ameno na me ke pon Ga-Dangme ka me ho nyeba ni na ko ni nye ho ka me ho shikpo keke nyeba ni na ko ni nye ho no person kengmene manchamene twa wulo memene be won pele awu wulo mo yele unpodi enche a pele mini na mo pe wa ye Ga-Dangme na mo pe wa ye a pele awu wulo mo yele uwe a pele na mo pe wa ye Ga-Dangme na mo pe wa ye maba Ga-Dangme na shi anye no e ko de shi ha awo wo bibi ni wo ba ye nye se Ga-Dangme na shi anye no e ko nye shi ha awo Ga-Dangme na shi anye no e ko nye shi ha awo Kplejoo na fe a kejo bu ade na fe a ne bibi e small wa ke ha me Tomambia ni ke ha me maba waba me wo shikponji na ke twa Ghana ni ke Ghana she ekwe agbene na ke wa shalashi mo femu keke obata radio no mo femu keke ta TV no mo femu keke tioshi neka wo shalashi because wo nupa ye nuna sana amefe wo mancheme ke wo lunoe nunisa aka amefe nunisa aka amefe maba Ga-Dangme namo pa waye Ga-Dangme namo pa waye soja foe na me fe kwa share ni atan am a release statement am a kind of statement e ma abonu kwe I'm a release statement April 13th 2024 incident happened April 12th it was a Friday the following day Saturday no I'm a release statement but we attack on naval base Tema. A vehicle belonging to the Eastern Naval Command of the Ghana Navy was attacked by a crowd partaking in an ongoing festival at Tema Newtown at about 7:53 p.m. on Friday, 12th April 2024, leading to the damage of the vehicle. Three of the naval personnel on board the vehicle also sustained severe injuries and were sent to the Tema Naval Base Medical Center for treatment. In the course of the confrontation, 3 suspects were arrested by the naval personnel. They were subsequently handed over to the Tema Newtown District Police for further investigations. A mob suspected to be part of the participants in the festivities later attacked the Tema Naval Base with stones and other implements with the aim of releasing their colleagues. Police station attack on you. At the stage, the security at the base was threatened with what? With stones? Really? Was threatened, and in order to protect the sensitive installations in the base, warning shots were fired to repel the attack. It was later reported by the police that 2 civilians were brought to the Tema General Hospital dead. The cause of death is yet to be ascertained. Man, give us a damn break, man. Y'all motherfuckers are a bunch of liars. Give us a break. Again, on Saturday 13th, 2024, the mob attacked the Tema Naval Base and the naval attacks. Of course, what do you expect them to do? Sit aloof? And the naval barracks at Tema Newtown, B-Crow barracks, leading to the destruction of property. The Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ghana Armed Forces, have commenced investigations into the incident. Findings of the investigations would be made available in due course. The Ghana Armed Forces commiserates with the bereaved families and urges calm to be maintained by all parties while the incident is being investigated. Man, this is just insane. This is just insane. How many years, ne? Nashik ma catch on never base. How many years, ne? How many years, ne? Maba. Wakumeto kesha wano maba. Ni washikma bibioko What bibioko maba. Bulala ninye fie nye yo ne ninye joton ninye bafe bulala ninye yo fie ne esa nye wono bi bione maba. There is another video konima trauma, but one of the youth leaders say ofani le mbole tuwe.
This record amambo ache mi no guy bi mo frɛ no Orlando ono so ka oye nivini me adwin kakra metimi achira fa ho me like me suspecting say omo na omo start omo ni say o ya gang no because omo call me bra ho say me any agotaki any Escobar omo pese omo break it down omo say omo pese omo yi fi system no mu ye twa omo say omo start bibi omo start here omo answer omo be hu say omo nka ho kra problem I dey be ba emba the friend say crew for no omo create problem no omo kunkun ye nuanom sa problem omo no be face sa problem no ba nye crew for no omo face sa problem no omo say omo pia anapase no na chere say omo nya bria nkasa nti no hu say anapa we mu pi bebre sa no problem be ba efe ya youth no nti me kan say youth no ye mpese obia befa mra no enhye ni nsem because ye nim say Ghana no ye under constitution nti ye ntimi mfa mra enhye ye nsem akoye bibi nti mi kakra me ka chere youth ni say ye nya abotwa me gidi say justice there benya justice inshallah yama say sia ye wa tradition ye now omo ja bibia ama your forefathers then they take over nti nya hu inde no e ka tradition say omo ye na asana ye hu ye like ye be hu nia ye pese ye hu nti na nde hu say obia hit street no with red according to ye papa no omo pa chere say nia si be Friday no bibi say sa esida and omo nia hu say ye nde no omo ye the same thing to omo say omo create problem no omo we sa na omo ba na omo be pacho nti ye gidi say they will come back next year ebe sibio eno anaju omo send me 30 messages me bra na ogina bechi so omo send the same thing Henry Okomaneche omo send the same thing honorable Agabi onusu honorable Agabi onusu omo send the same thing but onu dey no ohun ni dey na call friend saying police station eno call here report from Hase no me call regional headquarters na ma call home regional crime officer Mr. Dipa na me the messages are share no na near like I say ye no na ya ye
but video still like come on I'm threatening some of the youth leaders. Oblangwe no onune yuene. Pona, I threatening like a brother. Money intra a narration and we GH1 and we lenwa I threatening like still I make a sekoni. So kwa kwe me komena me buwa wane. Keji neke no kwe ba. Keji neke no kwe ba. Atashi na ba yue. Nye soja phone no manye kwe ni. She are threatening youth leaders. Say I'm threatening ame. They are threatening the youth leaders. She blame me. Like I said, onukpa ni nye wonye. You know ma blame me. You know ma blame me. Wakbe no fe no egbe. Me jigbe tene mi kwa TV traditional council ta cho amete Beni Lanteja we bi ekote ni a cho no kwa ke kusumi ame pa me ha calendar na ke yomo ka amete nunwa na ama amete nunwa na ma akote e ka ma me provide calendar e ka mo fe mo e follow me jigbe tene another shi an conclude la kote adua wushibi I mean what one gbe no fe no. Because of our selfish interest, they were our personal gains, they were our parochial interest, they were what they want benofeno. Ga-Dangme, moko dre Ga-Dangme ojogba kula. Moko dre Ga-Dangme ojogba kula. This is sad. It is very, very, very sad. It is very, very, very sad. What jina cheme yishi na jegba bowon yegbe me na agbe here video ese jeke. I don't know if I want to play the whole thing mabo ese jeke tema waye ke wulo me ajegba bowon nike onu oblanu e ni yue last video ni ntwabo e gatele mi eko ne be ko abi akomine we amecheme ka amake na ke no ko de na jegba bowon ni me gbogbo yi kata be na mbakpa fai asa bowon e ko hun. This is sad. Everybody is just messing with us. Everybody is just messing with us. I'm gonna try what I'm gonna try video a few come on.
Hey, book a life.
Now I'm shine alive.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I can. Yes, I
There you have it. So, wakwa ke no ni te no be ku e ba balo. Onim shishi. But keji e come femo and anytime ni man opportunity ni matabi ni ma yue Ga-Dangme sanie. In you on ke ni ne. Until wake wo e ba wo umbrella come shishi. Ni wo ba fe come. They will continue to take us for granted. Neke akawa slash. And it is very it is so easy. Meji bete nke mami we ni mi nke mami the same thing. Sunday enwe wanyemi nunko twami actually ni boy ejeteshi she Virginia ebi numo boy ofane mi nga boy e twami. Na we the same thing nke numo boy no ni nke mami we no call. This is so easy. Nyefe akome. Ninye sign our pact. Ni gafe manche, Ga-Dangme fe manche na rotate. Ka dambi ye, mo paramount si o maintain no e. Nyefe manche medinye na kan no. She gafe under one umbrella. Na rotate money ba lead na kan park e. Kasma agency adan. Ka dan yi atan egbe na chela no keba. Aba un keba she machine na agbe na e machine na sa agency e ko. I'm a famous sign pact ne kashi. No, mo femo ba nye mancha bibi ani mo femo yo ye kona mi ye mo abanya play na kan no sky bale over all ale ye wolo no akeke eje tesie e ba bala ke eje la e ba bo su ke ejo su it is easily doable. Easy. Aye mo ko manche de mo femo ye manche osume ya me manche la me ya me manche me fenye fi akome under one umbrella ni sign our pact certified e ye court a gazette no fe no kashi no aliake gafe manche ne gamanji ache me fe ame manche ne ame onupa ne ke gbo aliake e ba move to the next gang community. Kele nwe gbo e ya wolono aba move to the next gang community. Kenye fe na kai. I don't know. Ni engon na ke gbete no nupa ni waweli ofin alewolomi and they are very young. Meji gbete no su manche na le professor, young guys probably my age. Obla nu ne no youth leader ne no nu egbe numo frankwa Dr. E.T. Tete manche biago bon onupa e ko ni And I'm seeing all these young guys, educated, lawyer, professors. I hope our generation will be able to change it. This cannot continue. Nikenu aka oba salashi. Mu femu baba neka oba salashi. One for aka chonga. Mino aba chonga ye was school jami. Mino aba chonga ye was school jami. Mino ni ne jenshie che gamanche me kenyi ye no mi no to mi ni ndako ne po mi no to ni ya school po nenche sometimes e gan teacher na mo bwa no nketa bi ni kemi we gan ke blow phone foot by force nda e mashi mo ne shi blow phone no nke fi on no fe no ken pa school ni ba she mo fe mo me ne ya blow phone school mo fe mo ga mi we blow phone because ni ya blow phone school nkente school lenche ni gambe she lenche so be lenche ni wo be gan teacher ejensie che ni kenye ye ko me fe mo ni nye na kan problem ke je che je bi ane ko mo nu efe ma school magan na ba cho ekwapim school magan na cho ekwapim ni school chu e magan shikpon no a cho ekwapim no min ke anye gaman cheme mpa nye fai bege bi bio jimi ken na fofosa min pa nye fai eni ni ehye ekome fe mo eyiya shi aka won shala shi chon insho atiwa won show mi ni wo laje kula ni wo se alaje kula meji gbe te fi o mi ake numo jerry ye Japan wonumu e ko na ekwo mi send mi video ko ni min kwe the history of Ga-Dangme. Onu pa e blow for me na me ba fe language na me kase fe se jigan. High life e gan I lead your ye. Gan shikpo no I live or high life e ye. Gan blow for me ni ba fe ganji no na me you. We were controlling everything. We were the masters of everything. Mine now. Me wana me chenwe che because blow for me wa make wa fi no fe no. So in sen ke ota engineers ye Ghana first blow for me. Hey Game. Ota teacher for ye Ghana first Game. Ota doctor for ye Ghana first Game. Blow for me ganji language na me ka say first. Wa me ni wa yo nso na wo first. Ke fant wa nye me fante me. She gan kosh oba Ghana no na blow for me. Ayu gan. British bi ayu gan. Mine now. Kona mo femo. Oh, where you from? I'm from Ghana. Oh, what you saying? Mo femo, what you saying? Now. Panye fai ni no kwa fe. She ni ehye. Sani nye kwa. Ni cha nye kenye ya. Aka Ghana shi hanye na keno nye shi ha wo lo Ghana shi hanye na keno nye shi ha wo gbeji ni tete obo bi ashon ke bo ba wa bi e ko ejo mo ko no sumo no chon fa ne ka wo comment section e wa nyo twa me WhatsApp alo send me voice note ma respond o iradon twa no manye juno afo no bye bye
baba Them say you want to chop my